Hello and welcome back to the Salesforce Hulk channel, and this is episode 5 of Ask the Hulk show. And we have a question from Tanuja Best, and she asked, "Hi Shrey, first of all, thank you so much for all your videos which you have posted on YouTube. It's really helpful. Thank you so much. I'm glad you liked it. I'm in doubt. I think you can better answer. I have a 4-year experience in manual testing for mobile devices. Now I want to change my domain and want to learn Salesforce. Please suggest that what will be the better option, as I'm not good in programming, so I'm not thinking for developer for now. In future maybe I can learn, and also I'm thinking what I will mention in my resume, because I don't have experience in Salesforce and companies need experience. Guys, I'm confused. What should I do?" Okay, so this might be a problem that many of the people out there are facing, that they are already working in some another domain or some other skill, and now they want to reskill and then they want to get into the Salesforce domain. So let me tell you what all you need to do. First of all, you need to learn Salesforce, and in order to learn Salesforce you need to decide which profile you want to move on. There are different profiles in Salesforce. It's not at all restricted to only a developer profile or an administrator profile. There are profiles for consultants as well. There are profiles for QAs as well. There are profiles for architects as well. So identify what is similar, or what's similar, to which role or to which profile you can relate yourself the most, and work or learn Salesforce according or aligned to that particular profile. So imagine if you want to become a Salesforce consultant, then in that case you really need to have experience onto business problems. You need to be good when it comes to client facing roles. You need to be good with communications. You need to understand the business process of different organizations or different industries. That is what is the key skill of a Salesforce consultant. But when it comes to Salesforce developer needs to have good programmatical skills with good logical skills, or I would say problem solving skills. So for that, if you are a good programmer, then go for Salesforce developer. When it comes to India, in India the job profiles are not equally divided. There are a lot more jobs out there for Salesforce developers as compared to administrators or consultants. So you might face some issue or some problem in finding out the jobs as an administrator or as a consultant, but definitely there are jobs for the administrators and consultants as well. And if you're if you're already working, Tanuja, so if you're already working in as a manual testing as a tester, so you can think of becoming a Salesforce quality assurance person. So Salesforce QA, there's a profile for QAs as well, and that doesn't need much of the programmatical skills. But I would still suggest you that if you're living in India and you want to get settled down in Salesforce technology or in Salesforce domain, then in that case do one thing. First, learn Salesforce as a platform, as an administrator, and then eventually figure out the way to learn how to code, because that's not only going to help you out today in your career, but for a longer run as well. If you know how to code, it will be very beneficial. Believe me, it will be very beneficial, because companies want you to be the person who can handle each and everything when it comes to when it is related to Salesforce, or when it comes to Salesforce. So if you are an all-rounded person who knows how to code as well, then it's a win-win situation for the organization, and you've got the better chances of getting hired into that particular company. So that's going to help you out a lot. So do one thing for now: learn Salesforce administrator, and after learning Salesforce administrator and stuff like that, figure out if you can get a job as an administrator, and if you cannot, then try to find out if you know any of the Salesforce consultants, and volunteer your work with them. Volunteer your work for them, and volunteer your work with them. Just get some hands-on experience with a consultant, or learn how to code. And by the way, Salesforce development is comparatively very easy as compared to developing the applications in Java or .NET or any other programming language or any other technology. So I think it's going to be easy for you, and if you face any issue or any problem, then feel free to ask the help.